Hello, this is Bears Food Podcast with AP and KP, and as always, go Bears. Two podcast guests, as we've had the last 87 episodes.
No. A couple times ago, we had 3.
That's true. Three. Mixture between 3 and 5. We have 2 guests again. The theme of today's podcast is cheerleading.
Woo!
So we have 2 of our only 2 seniors that we have. If you guys want to introduce yourselves.
Yeah, my name's Lucas Morris. I am a senior. I am the captain of the cheer squad. I've done cheer for 3 years in high school and then both years in junior high.
I'm Gracie. I'm a senior and I do cheerleading.
Thank you.
I feel like I've introduced myself multiple times on this podcast.
Everybody is
A veteran, I think the only guest we've had 3-time guest.
Yeah,
Wow.
So everyone should know me.
Actually, I was also a 3-time guest when this podcast originally started.
Okay.
But I've done cheerleading for just 2 years. So, yeah.
You've been there for 2 years?
Yep.
Junior and senior.
You didn't do your freshman year?
No, I didn't. We had there was a whole different coach then, and it was like a whole different team, and I don't think I was like, that was something I wanted to do freshman year, and then I started to miss it by the time sophomore year hit, and then I tried out sophomore year, and I was like, okay, I'm in love. Like, I'm not gonna stop.
Yeah. The cheerleading competition. This podcast will come out next Wednesday, which is the day of your cheer competition. Yes. So, at future selves, good luck.
Yep.
Tell us a little about cheer comp. I know this is your one cheer comp you do each year, right?
Yes.
At least for the school, because you guys have been to camps and stuff. We'll talk about that more later.
Yeah.
This year, the cheer comp's a little different. If you guys want to kind of tell us about your performance and what's going to happen.
So, last year, every competition we've been in or have had up until this year has had 3 separate categories. It usually has what's called a floor category, a routine category, and then a stunt category. The routine is like when you hear those like crazy cheer remix musics. That's what the routines are.
It's fun. You need to come.
That'd be sick.
They are so funny, but. So those are for the routines, and then the floor cheer is what you would see like normally like at like a basketball or like a football game. All of like the pumping the crowd up and spiriting, jumping, whatever, anything like that. However, this year they switched it around and kind of made there's no more routine or floor. The floor cheer is your routine cheer, and then there's like a whole nother category that I'm not even sure of what it is.
Performance and game day.
Yeah. We didn't really have a ton of time to like look at all the categories this year and really decide which one we wanted to do. So that's kind of we stuck with like something that we knew we would be good at and something that like we've done like year after year after year after season, like something that we do all the time.
And you guys are doing game day, right?
Yeah. So it's a 3-minute routine with the there is school song, there is a band chant, and then there's like a defense or offense chant or cheer situation.
Anything to add, Gracie?
We have been practicing the past couple weeks, and we're really putting our heart and soul to those very few practices we have because of the very busy basketball schedule we have to follow. So it's been terrible to find the time. It's been terrible and long, and I'm really excited for comp. It's my second comp, so it'll be my senior one. But it's very stressful on us, but I mean, we prepare. It's like our one thing all year that's like ours, because we're always like going for the boys basketball team or the boys football team, girls basketball team, but it's like our thing. So I just hope a lot of people come and like support us this time.
Yeah.
Where's it at?
Here,
baby.
It's here.
Yeah. So last year we hosted it. And I had a lot of fun,
Sick.
so I said we'd do it again.
Yeah.
It is fun, and it was packed.
It's a lot.
Everybody can only go on one side because of how obviously they cheer to one side.
Right.
So we had the full lower and the full upper deck was just packed.
How many schools?
We have 10 MEC conference schools. We have 8 participating.
Oh, okay.
There's only a few that are doing all. I think there's 4 that are doing all 3 but then there's 8 doing the game day.
Yeah, so usually what happens is a lot of teams won't do every single category because, number one, unless your team is really big, it's kind of like hard to put your athletes through, like multiple 3-minute routines. And then also, when the team is so small, you start to mix up your routines because there's been times where I've gone out like fully like starting to do like something else and then have called the wrong thing, like the complete wrong thing.
Right.
You do that during games
I
too.
know, it's bad.
Called out.
Yeah.
It was awesome last year. It was great. This year will be fun.
You're really close to the mic.
I'm going to talk like this the rest of the time just because I don't want to, because I don't like you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So, anyways, I guess we're talking about we have boys basketball sectionals this week. Obviously, this podcast is coming out after the fact, so hopefully we're sectional champions at this time.
Yeah.
We shall wait and see. We have Lincoln tonight. What is, for both of you guys, what's the biggest difference between basketball cheering and football cheering?
Everything. I
All right.
love football.
This is where
You differ?
yeah,
Yes.
because
Well, hey, we get to hear two sides.
I love basketball.
I like basketball-ish. It's not like my favorite. I think that football is the best. I like to watch football. I think it's because it's so much like slower pace. Like you're not like, what's gonna happen next? Like basketball, it's like you're constantly back and forth. Football, you're like, okay, first down, like let's go. But I really like football because it's warm outside and it's just like the aroma of football game. And I like
Outside
to see
aroma.
Yeah.
I like to see everyone at the games, and I like running the boys out of the bear, and like it just feels just like so much more like high school tradition than basketball.
That's incorrect. Not here.
No.
Not here.
I love football. I like what it
Hey, we didn't have
stands
football
for.
when I was in school, so.
Yeah,
Well,
and-
we did. We had JV.
And I think the fact that it's like we have built our program up, and Coach Hostetler has really like improved our boys, and watching the boys over the years, and especially because we had such a strong senior team, I feel like this year, I feel like we have a really good senior class of athletes overall. I think that was like my favorite part to watch. We got close to the senior boys, and it was every Friday night, like it just built up the anticipation of each game day. It was really
Yeah.
fun.
That is a lot of fun.
And the opposite side, Lucas.
I'd say probably basketball is my favorite. I think that's because when I started cheering in junior high, we weren't able to cheer a lot for the junior high football team because the junior high football team only has like 2 home games. And when you're a cheerleader at that time, you don't go to away games. But when I started cheering basketball for junior high, I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually so much fun because a lot more people came to the junior high games than they did the football games. And there was also 2 games back to back, so it's a lot like how it is for senior year or like high school people when they do junior JV and then JV and then varsity.
Yeah.
I can't speak.
It's okay.
And I also like I'm gonna differ with Gracie because I don't
That's what the podcast is for, right?
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
don't like the heat of the outside during football season. It gets to be too much to me. And then we also have, which I love them, I think they're so cute, but we also had to buy sunglasses to wear during football season because we would be looking directly into the sun
See.
in some like fields.
Yeah.
Ours.
Especially ours. Yeah.
And we would literally we would be like dying and we wouldn't be able to like pay attention to the game because we were being blinded. So I think
But hey, everybody looked good.
exactly, yeah.
Exactly.
Although I do love football season, but I just think football season for me. Also, I like all my friends are more basketball. I have like more friends that are basketball players and more friends that are football players, and I think it's a lot more fun to cheer like for your friends or like people that you love and like are like hang out with and just like are around all the time.
I'm going to need you to wake up.
Somebody didn't have a nap.
I wish I had. I would be sleeping like Reese is right now. I do like the differing opinions because I see where we're both coming from. Yep, lost it. There it is.
Found it.
I guess, so Lucas, you've been doing it 5 years, I guess, in 7th grade. Gracie, you didn't do junior high?
Nope.
Okay, so 2 years. We always ask everything. So what's the favorite cheer moment of your guys' cheer careers? CC, you could say.
Yeah.
Favorite? Well, I have two.
But you can do how many ever.
Yep.
I have a favorite, and then I have a funniest.
Okay.
I
I
like
think my favorite moment was last year when I won first place in the jump competition.
I was going to bring that up later.
I did. That was really. I really liked that. I was really proud of myself. And then the funniest was probably on competition day last year. We were in the locker.
Turn that up.
We were in the locker room getting ready, and I accidentally overflowed the toilet.
I don't think I knew about that. I don't think I did.
And the entire floor of the bathroom.
I have a video.
Where were you guys at?
Just
The
swimming.
locker room.
Which
They were
one?
swimming.
The like girls,
The girls'
basketball.
The girls' basketball.
It was like
How did I miss this? I was
I
80
have
last year.
no
it was
idea.
2 minutes before we went out on the floor.
Literally 2 minutes
It's-
before
I
we
was
were
doing
supposed to
I
go
was doing
out there.
everything
I was
else.
like, you didn't have time.
And it would not stop.
It's just me and Lucas in the locker room, and I have a video of it like just overflowing, and I'm like, what is happening right now?
Turn the water
We need to
off.
see this video afterwards.
Yeah,
We will
absolutely.
find
It's
it.
funny.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
Wait, what's yours?
My favorite, I don't know. I think I have like funny moments. I don't have like necessarily like a favorite moment. I think, well, I like when we were winning sectionals, the girls sectionals game this year. That was one of my favorite moments. Last year, they towards the end of the games, they give out like free food and stuff, and somehow they were handing out like those little pickle chips in like this like little carrier thing.
Were you eating pickles while cheering?
I'm sitting on the bench with Lauren Skinner, and first of all, she yells, "Get me a hot dog," because they're handing out hot dogs. She's just like, "Grab me a hot dog," and I'm like, "Okay, I'll grab you a hot dog." And they're like, "Who wants these pickles?" And I take the whole thing of pickles and I just start eating them.
During the game.
Yes.
Chick-fil-A pickles.
And Lindsay's just looking at me like, "Are you serious right now?" And I'm like,
hungry.
"Yeah, I
Oh,
Leave
love
me alone."
pickles."
So funny.
But there's like a lot of different favorite moments. I think it just depends on like who I'm with, like cheer wise. Like on the sidelines, it's okay. We're having fun. We're kind of making Lindsay angry because we like to talk a lot on the sidelines.
Yeah, that is
Like,
definitely a little bit of
It's her biggest
problem.
probably pet peeve, and we are really bad about it. But I also just love the bus rides to and from games. We're always having a great time, laughing, playing music, singing music. That's always my favorite part.
You
I mean,
have Veach and I today.
I know.
Oh,
that's what I was
gosh.
gonna
We're driving
say.
you guys.
I'm
That'll
riding
be
separate,
good.
I
Oh,
think.
wow.
Lindsay's sick and Lauren's in Florida, so we're the next two up. So.
Hey.
Bye, coaches.
Yeah, I've done it before. Was that last year?
I think last year.
Yeah, I
drove
think it
you guys
was.
Do you drive the
Football?
minibus? Or
Yeah.
I think
Activity
you
bus?
drove to football. Yes, I think you drove us to football.
I
Where
think
we're at.
the worst moment was when we realized the bus wasn't starting at Union City this year for football, and we had to ride with the JV football boys home.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that was
I
so
totally forgot
bad.
about that. And it
That was
all it was
crazy.
like a little latch
Yeah.
latch needed in the back. That's all it was.
Yeah, it needed to be like flipped
Yeah.
down.
It wouldn't start?
Now we know.
No,
No.
It wouldn't start, and then it would like
me and,
beep.
Safety
me and Veach were
features.
looking at it, and we couldn't figure it out, and that's all it was.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Dave had to go get it from Union City.
Probably stole.
Sorry, Dave.
Sorry, Dave. That's
Wasn't
funny.
it? Didn't he get it like the day after too? Like we left it there for like the night, I think.
Yeah, we had to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we maybe got Monday or something. We had to tell the admin.
Oh goodness.
Hey, we got a bus there.
You guys, I can't remember what we did when I drove you guys last. Do you guys listen to music and do that kind of stuff, or just talk? Or
A lot of the times we are yelling at each other,
Yeah.
or like
in a positive
Arguments.
yeah, no, no. It
We're throwing
is
hands.
like it's positive, but it's like you know, like when you're like it's like that. I'm trying to think of a way to put it. Like pre-game day hype almost.
Oh,
Like we're
yeah.
all like jumping around, excited, like in the bus, getting ready. And then, especially after the game too, we're either there was one of two moods after the game. We're all either really tired and nobody talks to each other on the bus, or we're all screaming.
hype.
like we're jumping, like we're like standing on the seats, and like we're just like jumping around and like laying on the ground because like Lindsay's driving is actually terrible. I love you, Lindsay, so much if you're listening to this.
I hope she is.
She's
probably.
like driving and then she'll brake, and it's terrible. So we'll like lay
Look
on
in the camera while you're saying this, Gracie. Lindsay is on the other side.
I don't know if you get this, but like we're laying on the ground making fun of you because you're driving so terrible, and we're like,
Lindsay.
Oh my
it's so
goodness.
funny because she doesn't get it, but it's really funny. That's one of my favorite parts.
It's not awful. The driving's not awful.
Oh.
It's not like terrible, but it's enough to laugh at it.
It's definitely a little funny sometimes when there's another person on the side of the road and we're on like a country road,
Yeah.
and then we get over and we can feel the little shake and we're like,
It's
okay.
like a bumpy road, and it's just like,
But also, I feel
down.
like that's just driving the little bus.
The activity buses, and I'm thinking about today, I'm sure Beach is going to make me drive. It's windy as crap.
yeah.
All that thing does is catch the wind.
That's
So
the
It's not
other
super
thing I was
windy, I
going to
don't
say.
think,
Is it's so bad in the wind. And like
catches it real
anytime
bad.
we go, it's like
Good luck.
windy.
Which they all make fun of me on the bus because like I have to do my makeup on the bus. I don't get ready before. It's my biggest like.
I've
bad
never,
at it.
He's like, son of a.
I've never seen her come to the game ready with her makeup on.
It's always like I'm doing my hair and I'm doing my makeup and it's not cooperating.
yeah, you're the butt. Let me get my mascara right here.
Stabbing yourself in the eye.
Completely, a whole red lipstick
Yeah.
on a bumpy road.
And like mascara, and we'll have to like tell Lindsay it's like an inside joke. It's a Dance Moms joke.
If you've ever seen Dance Moms.
Yes, bus driver, study on the road. We're doing eye makeup back here.
Does everybody do their own makeup, or is there a makeup artist in the house?
I think everybody does a lot of their
Yeah.
own makeup.
We all do like our own, but we'll share makeup. Like
Yeah.
if someone needs like a blush or
just
a
go from
lipstick, we do like sometimes each other's hair.
Do.
I caught it.
Sorry.
I caught it. But
That
we
is-
do like each other's hair
Oh my
sometimes.
gosh, that's very similar to Gracie's makeup, which is what we call her peanut butter baby.
Yes, because I
Because
like put my
she, like,
foundation all over.
It's
You
lathered.
guys are calling each other out. I love it.
Yeah.
She lathers her foundation on. It's like she lathers it all on before she blends it, and
Yeah.
it's so funny
It's like a
because
bunch of peanut butter.
Yes.
it looks like a bunch of like
Yes.
that meme of the peanut butter,
The baby.
the baby
Yeah.
covered in the jar of peanut butter.
I actually have a picture of me like with the whole like makeup unblended on my senior board for boys basketball. It was on my senior board. It was like
Oh my gosh.
unblended. Yeah, it's terrible.
Well, all right. Hey. But it blends and it's okay.
Yeah, I feel like I have really good makeup, so I don't mind it.
Lucas, do you agree?
I guess there's been a couple of days where it's like
Just awkwardly smiles.
sometimes it
so
looks really
good.
good. Sometimes it looks like really, really good, and then other times it's like really dark right here, like
Like on
really
your- like
white
your
right
neck,
here.
yeah.
I think the only thing is, and we're all guilty of this. We all get really sweaty and hot, and so then the makeup starts streaking right here,
yeah.
and then it does not.
Goes towards your neck a little bit.
Yeah.
Or like blush blindness, like really heavy blush. He's guilty of that.
I've heard,
I love this.
I do too.
I get my cheeks very.
What is the
pink.
blush? That's
Like the cheek,
Okay,
like pink,
that's what I
pink
thought.
cheeks,
Yeah.
red cheeks. Which I don't know why. That is such a cheerleader staple. Like it's very like cheerleaders are known for the red lip, the big hair, and the bright pink cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
And like I don't know where that came from,
But it's still going strong?
Yeah, literally. And then like it sticks. Like now when we all like, there's no time where I've seen like most of our team come to a game where like not one of us doesn't have like their entire face like.
Besides Gracie.
Yeah.
She's doing it on the bus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every
That was
day.
good. That was much
Thank
longer.
you.
How far away are we? I gotta play.
I'm going to go back to Lucas talking about the jump competition.
Oh.
There is no jump competition this year, and I think it's because I'm calling you out, MEC cheer coaches. I think it's because they didn't want Lucas to win again.
I agree.
Have you seen the kid jump?
He can't
It's
even jump
incredible.
right now, though, guys.
I am a little bit
Gracie?
injured
Yeah,
right now.
well, that's true. We don't have to say that. But anyways,
It's okay.
I just have to say that was a little disappointing to me.
It was upsetting, especially as somebody who won last year, seeing that it wasn't going to be on again. I was just kind of like, oh, but I think what they have introduced will still give me opportunities to jump, obviously, which I can still show off and I can still, like make it look pretty. It just sucks that it's not its own competition, because it's like I think the whole thing about it was what they said was like it was unable to be. You can't really judge. You can't really judge somebody's jumps. Like you can't tell like the difference between this person's jumps and this person's jumps. And I don't know necessarily if I agree with that. But because look at her jumps. And then
Oh my god. Man,
Yes.
this throat cutting.
This is fantastic.
oh
So
no,
fun.
but just I don't know. I think it'll be still. I'd also have a lot of fun. I'm just upset they're not having like singular individual categories this year.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, the Bears podcast jump champion is Lucas Morris.
Absolutely.
We'll get a
Go
plaque.
Bears.
Go Bears.
Go ahead.
Do you want a sticker?
Yeah.
Okay. Or a cookie. I have Go Bear stickers. So
Yeah,
here
he
you
has stickers with his face on them.
Yeah, there you go.
Woo. Okay, let's. I meant to do this earlier. Obviously, you two are on the cheer team. Name the other cheerleaders, if you could.
Okay, so we have me and Gracie. We're both the seniors. We have 3 juniors, which are Sarah Swearingen, Cameron Friend, and Sophia Bolton. And then we have 2 sophomores.
Are they sophomores or freshmen?
I think. Oh,
Macy's a sophomore.
Macy's a sophomore. Is Maddie a freshman? I think Maddie's
Yes.
a freshman.
Yes.
Yes. So we have freshman Maddie Van Pelt, and then sophomore Macy Cummins.
Yes. So we have 7.
7
are
altogether,
kids.
yeah. And then we're coached. Our head coach is Lindsay Combs. We call her Lindsay. And then we have our like assistant.
Lindsay Combs, we call her Lindsay.
Go to Lindsay.
I figure you call her anything else. but-
Some teams call him coach.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like
Okay,
the
that makes
coach,
sense.
Now I
the
get
coach
what
we
you're
had
saying.
That makes
before
sense.
made us call her Coach Bell, and so then now we
Oh.
just we call her Lindsay.
Okay.
And then we also have Lauren, who is the junior high head coach, and then comes over and helps us in the high school sometimes. And I think that's everybody involved with cheer as of right now.
Yeah.
So we are a small squad, I would say. I feel like we had more last year, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when we had the most was when I first started. So my sophomore year, we had 17
Oh my gosh.
cheerleaders.
Was that with Jennifer? With Coach Bell?
That was with Hannah.
Okay, gotcha.
Good night, 11.
So we had 17 cheerleaders. We had like 4 or 5 seniors.
That is a lot.
4
Wait a second.
seniors. That was Lauren, Carol,
Yes. Okay.
Kelsey, and
So
Elizabeth.
then
were seniors.
Jennifer was here last year, and then
No, Lindsay was here last year.
She was
But you're a
here
senior.
at the very beginning. So UCA last year was like in June, and like
That was
The
with
week-
Coach Bell.
the week before football started, Coach
She had
Bell,
to-
She
had to
resigned.
change,
Yeah,
yes.
she had to change.
Yes.
So
and then Lindsay
That's
got
what it
hired.
was. Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
conundrum.
yeah, it was a
was
lot.
like, well, hey,
It was a
Lindsay,
lot.
we're interviewing you. Okay, you got the
And you
job.
also have the
Yeah.
job.
And then, okay, here we go.
And then like she
And
comes
Rivers
to
games
practice.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
She comes to practice, and the game day is like 2 days away. We're asking her all these questions, like, I don't know, I just started here.
Figure it out yourself.
Which I mean,
SKP.
we've done a great job at like getting along and like making it to where like we all work together really nicely. We all like listen to each other, and like we all are super busy, but she is very good about like if we need to have practice, she'll like open up her schedule for us on days that we're all free, but she might not be. So I really do appreciate her for that. But just yeah, no, it's been fun. We've gotten along and it's been really nice. But yeah, we had 17 girls. I remember because we were in practice one day counting, and then they just dropped like flies after that.
And there's 3 junior high cheerleaders, if I remember correctly.
Yes, there's
All right,
3.
But are they all 3 7th graders?
Yeah, they were all 3 7th graders.
Man.
I know.
Is there any that are going to come out, you think, this fall that you guys know of that are high school?
Yeah.
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll have some more. Kind
I
of
think
rejuvenate a little bit.
I think there's current juniors right now, so people that will be seniors next year in the fall. Or
Coming back.
Yeah, that are coming back.
Be good.
Which, like, yeah, I love that. So, I mean, because that's what I did. I was not in it freshman year and then came. And then, like, even Gracie, she wasn't in it freshman year
Yeah.
and then comes in 2 years later. I think that's what I love about, like, honestly, like, not having the same coach all the time. It's just, like, it's very easy
Different
to...
dynamics.
Yeah, yeah. And we've also kind of, like, been through all the different kind of dynamics there has been.
Yeah.
So, if we know what, like, works for the team and what doesn't, and, like... I really appreciate that Lindsay is respectful of that and like is like works with us like on that.
Boom.
It's the wind,
Oh yeah, it's in the wind in the
vents.
Vince, yep.
hoods.
It was real bad one podcast.
It does it. It does it sometimes, and
That's
I thought
what
it
we
was haunted in here for so long.
Hiawatha. Go ahead and tell your story real fast.
My
It's
being in Hall
ghost
Gym.
story?
Yeah.
Is it you have a ghost story?
Transition.
Yeah, transition. So, it's rumored that this was built on an Indian burial ground, so that's why it's haunted. Whatever.
Okay.
So, it was my sophomore year, I think, and it was Christmas break. Nobody's in here besides me and a couple of my buddies. We were playing basketball, and they all had to leave, so I took the balls back through Hall Gym up to main gym where the basketballs were, came back down, came back through Hall Gym, glass doors, and I just felt weird, like it felt strange. And so I'm walking more towards the doors because that's where my stuff was. I open the door, and it shuts behind me, and I can feel like somebody like standing right behind me, like the presence. And I turn around, and it's just like maybe I don't know, like junior high girl, whatever, like young scream, like bloody murder echoing throughout the gym, and I ran out.
That is so scary.
Yeah.
Oh
It was
my
wi-
god.
like, and it felt like she's just screaming right in my face.
It was Jim Weiler.
It actually was Jim.
He's here late night grading.
Jim, it's time to go home. Jim can't stay here. But yeah, that was wild.
Didn't think that was gonna come up, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Here we
That was
go.
good.
Terrifying.
Yeah,
That's so.
that was scary.
I've been here past midnight plenty of times with this job, and I've not had any of those.
I
I
was
know
about to
that-
say, I don't think I haven't been here too late. I've been here like probably the latest I've been here is like 10 for like a game maybe, or like when we have homecoming stuff. But I've never.
Yeah, this was during the day.
That was during
Oh,
the day.
I've been here pretty late one day.
Yeah,
I
that was
remember.
like probably I don't know, late or early afternoon.
I do
That's
get like
crazy.
a weird presence vibe though.
We do say all the time. So, our cheer closet is up on the balcony, off in Neverland, and so you have to take the stairs up, and then it like is connected to a hallway, but the hallway is like closed off by like a big metal gate. And we always say when we go in there, we're like, "This is haunted."
Where the baseball storage is, like where the pitching mounds used to be.
and it's dark.
And it's
So
there's
dark.
no light, and the doors.
I've been through that hallway so many times.
Yeah, and the it's like a giant lock on a metal door, and then it's just like a bunch of
Blackness.
stuff behind it. Yeah,
I've
and
not
I'm just
been up
like, oh
there
my
in
gosh.
years. Well, since they probably redid everything out there.
Gracie, you did say that you had some dad jokes,
Yeah.
Oh.
right?
Yes.
So we were
Yeah,
going to
it's Gracie's turn
the
this
Craig
time.
Knuckles dad joke section.
Okay, I have some cheerleading ones. Okay.
Oh,
What does a cheerleader drink before a game?
I don't know.
Root beer.
I see what you did there.
How do cheerleaders call each other?
I feel like I should know these.
Megaphone.
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah.
Ah,
Good
Nice.
job.
Nice.
This is kind of a stab at Lucas.
well, you've done plenty of those so far.
Well, What's a cheerleader's favorite season?
Oh.
And spring.
That's pretty good.
Okay, yeah.
This one I kind of like personalized to shout out someone. What does a cheerleader order at Stop and Sip?
Hey.
A tea.
That's a cheer humor joke.
It's like a cheer in motion.
A T is a certain motion cheerleaders do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like where you put out your arms.
I don't know. I didn't get that one. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Speaking of Stop
I was
and
gonna
Sip,
say, good-
great segue.
Great segue.
Our one sponsor of this podcast, the Stop and Sip in Parker City, currently closed. I have figured out they are doing some renovations in there. They also had their little girl, and soon enough they'll be back in business. You can get your iced coffees,
Biscuit and
your
gravy.
teas.
Your teas.
You could
Your
say.
tees.
Yep.
Biscuit and gravy.
Salad.
Yep, lunch,
chili,
everything.
wraps.
I also should have done this a lot earlier, but if you want to watch our podcast, we are on YouTube. Just search Bear Through Podcast. You'll see me and AP like this.
Just like that.
Thank you. And at Monroe Central AT, also on TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Watch my stuff. This is how I bought this equipment. So, okay, sorry, I had to get a little plug in real fast. We have done, Gracie has already said, but, oh, wait, we do have a new, from yesterday's podcast, we have a new segment.
Ooh, let's hear it.
What do we call it? It was Nadine.
Something
We
kicks.
had Nadine on.
Something with shoes.
Yeah,
I don't remember what we called it.
show off our shoe game.
Yep. Because she had
Nadine
nice
had
shoes on yesterday.
New Nikes on yesterday.
Yep.
So Lucas,
Oh.
Dirty white
Dirty white
shoes.
dirty white shoes.
Dirty white shoes.
I don't know if we can see it on
Yeah, we
there,
can't even
but
see them.
Dirty
Gracie,
white
what do you got?
shoes.
Oh,
I
Gracie's
actually
taking it.
Oh,
have
God.
some really nice shoe
Hey.
game today.
Oh, yeah. She has her brown and gold.
brown and gold.
Brown and
That's
gold.
nice.
Don't smell them.
That's nice, yeah.
Means you can't smell,
Smell-o-vision.
smell it. Yes.
Yeah.
Smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision has not been invented yet.
I wear these with our jumpsuit we're supposed to wear to games. So
Like our
I was
warm-ups.
feeling
Supposed to
very
wear so she doesn't wear
Yeah.
them.
sports. I
Because she's
actually,
doing her makeup.
Because she's doing her makeup.
I actually bought them this year, and my mom was like, "Are you sure you want to do it? You're gonna graduate." And I said, "Mom,
Do you wear those whenever?
once a bear, always a bear."
Absolutely.
I got on just white. Again, no brand,
No brand, just white something.
shoes that are just kind of falling apart.
I have Sanuk flip-flops.
They're worn on the bottom.
Yeah, they're very worn. I need new ones.
Gracie, I can't remember from last time. It was only a few weeks ago. You've not been here your whole time, right?
That was
For high school.
Huh?
just in career, like MC career.
You didn't start in kindergarten. did you?
I came after mid-COVID, 8th grade year.
That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah.
And Lucas, you've been here since kindergarten, right?
Gosh, would you believe I was born here?
Born at Monroe Central?
Yes. No.
I thought you were. I was like, I don't remember that at all.
In the hallway.
It was a basketball
I
game.
remember when
and-
you were born,
No.
but I don't remember
Holly
it was
Morris.
Yeah.
Is in there.
No.
College.
Can the following
Becky.
Becky.
She interrupted last year. All
Thompson.
Callie Rao.
right, when I was going to go,
Thank you.
Madeline, top 3 movies. Gracie's already said hers, but Lucas-
Okay, top 3. Number 1, 10 Things I Hate About
he's
You.
ready.
He's ready. Yep.
Well, this is my favorite movie. 10 Things I Hate About You.
I think just watch that with Melissa and
It's
Callie.
it's so good.
who's
It
in
is
it?
so good. Heath Ledger
Yep.
and
Yeah, I just watched
what's
that literally
her, I
the
don't know
other
what
day.
her name is, but anyways,
The blonde.
yes,
Because I didn't realize that's who it was. Yes.
yes,
That's hilarious.
I love 10 Things I Hate About You. I think second would probably be Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Okay. I've still never
love-
watched
I'm
any of
not
those.
watching any of those yet.
It's so good, you guys. I love Marvel. And then my third, To All the Boys I've Loved Before, which is it was first a book, but it's like a
Didn't-
rom-com.
I think Nadine said that yesterday.
I think she did. Yeah.
Yeah, because I hadn't heard that.
Gracie, what was yours?
Twinning.
I can't even remember mine, but I remember telling KP that I really wanted to include Moana because I love
Moana
Moana.
is one of the best
Did you watch
cartoons.
Moana too?
Yes, I have.
I
It's so
need to
top
watch
tier.
it.
I need to watch it too.
They're
This
all
is his first
so good.
movie in the theater. And she will.
I need to watch it.
I actually fell asleep during it.
Those theater seats, man. They're
I
real
was
They
nice.
getcha.
Listen, it's so peaceful and it just reminds me of the beach. So I really like anything Disney, honestly.
All right, we're going to have to move it a little faster because we're getting towards the end of the day because
Yep.
Gracie had to take a test. And,
Yeah.
or something.
Gracie,
Took forever.
oh
Yeah.
my God.
We're not blaming Gracie, but we are.
But
We're definitely. You better have passed
Okay,
that test.
I will blame Gracie.
We know. Future plans after graduation.
Okay, so after graduation, I want to go to IU Bloomington and study fashion design and then minor in Spanish. And then I want to become a runway stylist or like a stylist for like commercials, music videos,
Boom.
people
go.
in general.
Remember the little people.
Yeah, so don't forget the little guys.
Absolutely.
Bears Podcast sponsor.
yeah.
We need a sponsor or something.
Yeah,
I
we
feel
need a sponsor.
Gracie.
So last time I said that I was going to attend a university for ag business and communications. I'm still planning to do that, but I think I've settled on Iowa State.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congrats.
But not totally positive, but I think that's where I'm going to go.
Okay.
You guys have got some good heads on your shoulders here. I like it. Shout outs. We end the podcast with a shout. We have to kind of rush through, guys. I apologize, but
No.
make sure you get out of here on
Gracie's fault.
It's Gracie's
Yeah,
fault.
it's definitely
gosh.
Gracie's fault. If you didn't pass that test, it's,
Yeah, it's not. It wasn't worth it.
yeah, one word.
Shout outs. We always shout out to
Whoever you
want to. That's how we end the podcast. Lucas, if you want to start.
I want to shout out Cameron Friend, Sophia Bolton, Sarah Swearingen, Maddie Van Pelt, and Macy Cummins, which is all the other girls on the cheer team, because I love you girls so much. I love you guys.
Woo!
Larissa?
Okay, my shout outs. I actually thought about this earlier because I knew this part was coming. So, first of all, Jill, because I love Jill forever.
Jill.
Becky and Brooke, because they're my girls. I love them. And I knew if he was listening to this and he heard me shout out all the office women, he'd say something to me because he has to always say something to me, Mr. Middleton.
I knew that was coming.
So, hey, Mr. Middleton, it's a shout out. I don't know if it's a good one though. It's
I don't know if he makes it to the end of podcast or not.
There's no way.
His son, though, Calvin. His son
Shout out
Calvin, is
Calvin.
a big shout out Calvin.
Yeah, shout out Calvin.
He's
Well-
the biggest listener of our podcast.
I think his son is the one who's posting these drink reviews on Instagram. I don't know if you guys have seen those.
Oldest son, Isaac. Yes.
Isaac, I love those things.
They're entertaining.
I
They're-
looked
He
through
just picks
those.
random drinks. And
Yeah,
reviews
like
them?
he'll
Tries
I
them.
thought about doing a live one on podcast.
I don't know if he goes around to and sees if anyone has a certain drink, but he'll do anything the
It's
Starbucks
awesome.
coffees
It actually
or
is.
Mountain Dews.
It's entertaining.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
follow him.
Yeah.
Wait,
Isaac?
like students' drinks?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like a
It's like
Oh, he just goes around and
energy
tries different
drinks,
shit
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
no,
it's different people.
The person reviews it. Yeah,
Oh.
he say I forget what it was. I know he did Justice and Easton did one, and then I know Cheyenne Bennett did one because I was just looking through them, and
that's aggressively long.
anyways, he reviews their drinks how they look on
It's
the
entertaining.
bottle,
That's
how they
hilarious.
taste, and everything.
That's
so
awesome.
Isaac, I love your Instagram.
I can't shout it out because I don't know what the Instagram
Yeah,
handle is,
so,
but I do
yeah.
follow it on Monroe Central
I'm
Jr.
gonna have to follow it.
I'm going to shout
for
out
drink reviews.
Reese, Kinsey, and Star. And then also shout out to, even though she interrupts us the last few podcasts, Madeline Schwam. I'm going to shout her out.
Madeline. I love
Good
Madeline.
gal.
Shout
She's
out
in Spanish with me.
I'll shout out Alyssa because she actually was watching a little bit of the podcast yesterday that I was editing, so we're good there. Cincinnati Maple, my dogs. Pearl.
Love Pearl.
That's it.
VP.
VP. I
No,
mean,
VP.
VP is always my shout
I
out.
think VP's just she's immobilized. She's there forever.
Absolutely. She ain't going nowhere.
Could say that better than myself.
She was born
I'm going to
here.
also shout out Sarah Braswell again because she did. She came in yesterday
Yes.
with her class. They were going to
Yes.
cook grilled cheeses,
Yep. Shout out
and
Sarah.
we were in here, and they ended up. We said
left.
we could stop,
Yeah,
and they're
right.
like, no.
So shout out. Sarah.
And she apologized in an email. It was not necessary.
Not necessary.
Okay.
Aw.
We're gonna look in the camera after 3 and say, "Go Bears!" All right. This has been a wonderful podcast. Thank you
Absolutely.
guys.
Thanks, guys.
Of course.
If you're hearing this in the morning of March 12th
Yep.
at 7, I should know this, 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
6 p.m. The MEC cheerleading competition is at our place. Get here early if you want a good seat because they're going to go fast.
And cheer for the Bears.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Cheer for the Bears. I think it's. I should know this. I think it's $7 to get in. Anyways,
I think you're right.
come in and expect 7 if it's $6, and maybe we'll get a deal.
There you go.
All right. After 3, 1, 2, 3.
Go Bears!